Okay, this is going over the first three questions from 4.4 day 2 homework. GCF, remember, is just like what's common. So basically, I'm going to look at these two terms and say what evenly divides them. Okay, in this case, it's 3. And so what happens is we're not really dividing by 3 so much as we're factoring a times 3 to the front. So what I mean by that is I'm going to do a 3 here, make a parentheses, and then to figure out what's left over, basically to make it equal, I guess, because we want what we end with to be equal to what we started with, I'm just going to divide the parts by 3. So I'm going to have an x here, the 3 is gone, and then 9 divided by 3 is just 3. So basically this statement, sorry the parentheses showed up weird there, but that statement is equivalent to what we started with. And if we're kind of unsure of that, you can always like think about if we distributed this, we would be back to where we started, right? Kind of demonstrating that they're equal. So we have 3, and then in parentheses, we have x plus 3, and that's what it factors to. All right, number 2 here is a similar type idea. Just the trick is here, they both have an x in them. So remember, like x squared is really like x times x. So essentially both of these terms have a times x. In fact, the front has 2 times x's and the back has 1. Right? So we're going to pull out to the front an x from both since they both have at least one x. And then 25 and 20 are both divisible by 5. So we're going to bring to the front a 5 and an x. So our answer here, factored apart, is we have a 5 times x pulled to the front. And then what's left is just sort of divide them out. 25 divided by 5. And then one of the x's has been pulled out, so we have just one x left. And then 20 divided by 5 is 4, and the x has been pulled out. Okay, and then I strongly suggest again, like if like this doesn't make sense, just like they should be equal, right? This is the right answer, but if you're unsure, you could like just distribute in your head and say, would I be back to where we started, right? And you can kind of see 5x times 5x is 25x squared, and 5x times negative 4 is negative 20x. So we can tell that we've done the right factorization. Okay, so just to be clear, that is our answer. That's that statement broken apart. Sorry, my circle got out of control. Okay, number 3, pretty similar except it's a little weird. And again, I'm gonna rewrite like x squared is really x times x. Okay, so this is sort of what we have, and then what they have in common is a times x. So I'm gonna bring that to the front, and then one of the x's is gone from here. And then since we pulled out the x here, it's just a minus 1 that's left. Okay, and again, kind of check it if you're not sure, right? Think about distributive property here, and we would be back to where we started of x squared minus x. So our two little factors are x and then x minus 1. All right, so that helps with the first, hopefully helps with the first 3 of the GCF questions. Thanks for watching.